be judged by assumption only and not ask why. Will they judge based upon sound quality alone? Limits push through sound reverberation. That's why it sounds distorted. What I would think hell to sound like, because it is misunderstood as I was and am. Maybe not longer. These are some questions in this work through study, research, and development that I processed. Also, one of the final questions, will they accuse the truth of being a lie and use these images to further that notion? Will they use an image that they are raised to hate, Lucifer, Satan, the devil, and blame everything on, even though they have free will, which says clearly in the Bible, to make those decisions that they make? Will they use that image, what they see, only see, and not ask why, and use that image to further the notion that they are right, even though they are absolutely incorrect? Next, here are some of the answers. I will go on a full dissertation, or in layman terms, explanation of this work in the future. As I will, there are more questions to this, more hypotheticals that I've concluded. For now, these questions are answered. Question 1, indeterminate. I have yet to discover in the study, however, in other study, I have found this to be untrue and true. Sound quality, if one can feel, which is an abstract thought, which I love. Sound quality is an abstract thought, but one can feel. Next, question 2. Yes, they will, unfortunately, through being my own guinea pig, I have found this to be true. They will judge you and not ask questions, showcasing absolute ignorance. They will accuse you, scorn you, and never ask why. In another study, I have concluded, knowing it all creates this issue. Claiming you know it all when you do not creates this issue. Only saying you can learn more or do not know all, and knowing that as absolute fact, because you are not God. There's no way to know everything unless you were the person that made everything. And no one on earth made grass, for example. Scientific. You can replicate grass, but did you make the original grass? No. Give me this abhorrent falsehood that you know everything, because no one in this entire universe, even I, do not know everything. It's a falsehood. And yes, she does not equivalent as a typo. And yes, it does not equivalent to knowledge. It simply gives more time to an individual who retain and apply the knowledge. Even one such as I thirsts for more knowledge. Yes, they will think you are poor and cannot afford proper sounding equipment and claim it is profession. However, in my conclusion, I will explain how this incorrection at its finest. Correction made. I'm still coming in order from like absolute chaos that I created on purpose to discover things in my other study. Here's a conclusion to those 3 questions I positioned after that theoretical. First, I'll conclude question 3 in no order, but this order right here. Question 3. This is professional. Upon that technical sound structure, though it has a beginning, a conflict, and a resolution, it is theater. The beginning is a bleeding and wondering why. The conflict is being falsely accused, and the resolution is pain. Being a fallen angel, doing the morally or ethically right thing, being accused of the latter. This creating pain for the individual, in this case, Royce. Right? Being accused of doing the wrong thing when you have done the right thing. That's question 2 concluded. To move on to question 1, morally, as we know a structure of morality to be. Now, morality can be gray, but it's conclusive. I did no wrong. I did nothing to hurt someone. That's what I was saying. Sound quality can be based upon someone feeling something. It truly does not have to sound crisp or clear. People feel. Feeling is understanding of emotion. I also included in this undertaking what I sought to find out. Some people truly have this ability to feel. It is an abstract thought that varies from person to person and can never be fully comprehended. Only by that particular individual it can begin to be described. However, in this particular case, I was felt by who mattered to me. Those who felt were the only ones that mattered and matters to me today still. So with that being said, I will begin to describe the result. So without further ado, next is the result. The result is truth. This album, as I theorized correctly in my assumption, had me wrongfully of acclaiming I am the subject of which this album was, Lucifer, wrongfully accused. It simply was performance of theater. However, I concluded they prejudged. It is true. The result is a great one. I was felt in my court. This project and experiment was a success. In my mind, to my knowledge, absolute success. I proved what I set out to prove. Now, those questions can be applied. Music is not subjective. It is an opinion-based endeavor, such as art. That's why I chose the field. I can never have a true conclusion. However, I digress. Advice, use this as a result. They will judge, be various. No, typo. They will judge. But know your rights. You will not have to go through being demonized. But no matter what they may say, they will do it to you. They will judge you, accuse you, and punish you for what you have not done. And play holier than thou. Do not believe a word. Exercise your rights as they have stripped from me unjustly countless times. First Amendment, freedom of speech. Also freedom of religion, which is a study. By definition, religion is a study. And freedom of press, which is what I did. I publicized myself. Also, I feel in conclusion, they should have a freedom of expression amended for all to enjoy. Side note, excuse typos. Make out in your mind the correct spellings. I want to correct the wrong words from using slangs or slang, which I use a lot of slang and then autocorrects incorrectly. Anyways, so I thought I will use my fame to push those like Barack Obama and Joe Biden to make new laws in place, like freedom of absolute expression, meaning you cannot persecute someone even psychiatrically for simply expressing themselves as long as they have no intention of creating harm to another. Very easy to understand. Now, the study started as this. That's one incident. My whole life, I've been lied on to save face, falsely accused. I donned this form of LUCIFERO, not to be satanic, in order to take the brand of the devil and accuse me to be for. You are all misdeeds you fail to simply admit. No one is perfect, but I am perfected in perfection. Yes, I know I'm imperfect, therefore I perfected it. I have shown that they will do, and thank God for that instance. Today's instant, I did not instigate it at all. Now you see what they do and have done. However, lies cannot be truth when truth is iterated. When you profess the truth, when you speak truth, you cannot lie out of it. Trust me. I record it so they can absolutely never lie. Conclusion. In theoretical and stages in comment sections, so I know you see it. There you go. So I will on video finish